students, today we study Bentham and Hooker's classifications, description, merits and demerits of Bentham and Hooker's classification system. George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker, two well-known English taxonomists who were closely associated with the Royal Botanical Garden of Kew, England, have given a detailed classification of plant kingdom, which is basically for angiosperms. They gave an outstanding system of classification of phanerogams in their written book Genera Plantarum, which published in 3 volumes around years 1862 to 1883. The basically classification system given by Bentham and Hooker is a natural system of classification. They described 97,205 species of flowering plants that grouped into 202 orders, which also known as families. The system has the advantage of being the first great natural system of classification, which is very easy to follow. The outline of classification system, they divided in 2 subkingdoms. One is cryptogamia, which lacking the seed formation. Another subkingdom is phanerogamia, seed bearing. Second category again divided in 2 division, division first and division second. First one is angiosperms, second is gymnosperm. Again angiosperms divide in monocots and dicots. In this chart, broad outline of classification system of Bentham and Hooker. Main features of classification of Bentham and Hooker. This system includes the names and descriptions of all genera of seed plants known so far and classified, which is accordingly. The system divided seed plants into 97,205 species under 202 order or families. They divide seed plants into 3 classes in sequence: dicots, gymnosperm and monocots. Dicots divided in 3 divisions and 14 series on the basis of natural and visual characteristic, which provides key for identification. Dicots started with family Ranunculaceae, which characters having free sepals and petals, an indefinite number of stamens and carpels are free, whereas it ends with labiatable, having few sepals. Among monocots, out of 7 series with epigenous flowers, Orchidarius and Cytomanial were kept first, and second respectively, followed by the petaloid hypogenous flower, and finally ended with Gramineae and Cyperaceous. Now we discuss merits of Bentham and Hooker system. The description of families and genera is very accurate. According to this system, is very handy for identification purpose. The system is of a great practical convenience. The British and Commonwealth herbaria therefore still adopt this system in arrangement of families. Each family had a synopsis at the beginning which is very useful in identification process. The system starts from renals, which are now universally considered to be the most primitive living angiosperms. Larger genera are subdivided into subgenera and sections. They believed in evolution process through reduction and hence placed monocots after dicots. Even in dicots, the diclamides, polypetalae and gamopetalae were placed before the uniseriate monoclamidae. The gamopetal placed after polypetal is justified since union of petals is considered to be an advanced picture. The polypetal includes thalamiflorae and caliciflorae of decandolae, but bentham and Hooker distinguish a new series disciflorae, which includes orders which cannot be assigned to the thalamiflora or caliciflora. The three series, thalamiflora, disciflora, and caliciflora, saw gradual evolutionary advance from marked hypogyny to epigyny, treating Cucurbitaceae and Umbelliferae at the end of polypetal as connecting link between poly and gamopetalous families. Creation of moleculamidae at the end of dicots. Disputed families includes inordinance anomaly. Placing of unisexual monocot families after bisexual families. The series Glumaceae with extremely reduced flower and inflorescence placed at the end of the flowering plant. The system was never conceived by its author on the basis of phylogeny. The theory of organic evolution was announced independently by Darwin and Wallace in 1859. So any criticism of the system on the basis of phylogeny is not too justified. Now we discuss some demerits of Bentham and Hooker's classification. The system does not give any idea as to the evolutionary history of any genus, family, or order. In this system, grouping of plants is mainly based on single and artificial characters. With the result, the closely allied families are placed widely apart. The group Monoclamidae is entirely artificial. Gymnosperm is placed between the dicot and monocot, which is the most controversial anomaly. The system does not show any phylogenetic relationship. The main demerit is that the system does not give us any idea as to the evolutionary history of any genus, family, or order, nor does it give any idea of phylogenetic relationship between them. Compositae is a highly advanced family and placed in at the beginning of gamopetal. Advanced families like Orchidaceae and Cytimini are treated in the beginning of monocots is also seems wrong. Liliaceae and Amaryllidaceae were kept apart though they are very closely related. The Amaryllidaceae is more allied to Liliaceae but is clubbed with Cytimini in series Epigyne on account of inferior gynoecium. The position of series of apocarpi is unsatisfactory due to its free and superior carpels. So these are the some demerits of Bentham and Hooker's classification. Thanks.